We are back in the Power Hour. I'm going to break my own rule right there. Hello. A lot of man meat in that picture right there. It really is.
I love it.
Like you guys fill up a screen nicely.
That's right.
You okay with it?
Yeah.
You seem angry.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm not angry.
Come on. You can tell us.
No, I'm fine. Why would I be angry?
You seem too happy.
I seem what? Overly happy or angry?
You look just right.
I don't even know what he's asking.
Welcome to the show. Cali Han, Batch, me.
Always a pleasure.
Power Hour.
Should we give the headphones to Cali so he can hear us? He's deaf as a haddock.
Is he deaf?
Yeah.
I'm getting there too.
Haddocks are not deaf. They don't have ears.
All right, well, he's deaf as a Cali.
Hold on. You're going to be making jokes. I got to get this right. Is it a horn kind of night or no?
You never know, man. Always be horn ready.
Let's get horny.
That's what she said.
Get the bell ready, be horn ready.
No. Cheap attempt at a thing. All right, here we go.
There's nothing wrong with a cheap attempt at a ding.
Let's start with the Lowell. Rumor, speculation. We love speculation. And rumors.
Is this about the splash pad?
No. What's happened with the splash pad?
I don't know. I'm just making that up. I don't know.
That's a couple of years ago.
Well, you never know. It could come back.
Are the jet skis coming to the canals finally?
I hope so. I hope so.
Be fulfilled?
It's not a bad idea.
No jet skis in the river and no mopeds downtown?
It was definitely one less downtown.
So I thought I was disappointed, though. I thought that was a dirt bike. It was just a moped.
That thing burned to the ground directly in front of this building, right?
Yeah.
Like I saw the picture. I'm like, that is...
What did the guy hit? Do we know? Like, what happened?
I don't know. I think he's still in the hospital.
The car in front of him?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, just
Roll right into the car in front of him.
Yeah.
What was it like? I didn't realize Pinto was back making mopeds.
See, Kelly? That's how it's done. None of your hack shit. All right, Lowell political rumor.
Wait, speaking of that.
Go ahead.
I know this is a tangent, but I keep seeing, like, look out for motorcycles and all that.
Yep.
You know what? Screw that. Like,
But what you said, just know, I spent my day making deliveries in Laconia during Bike Week today. So.
and I bet they were all driving like assholes. Like,
They were pretty good, actually.
a girl I know, she got her mirror ripped off on the highway because a motorcycle just came by, in between traffic. It's like, watch out for motorcycles. I'm like, I'll watch out for them when they stop driving like jerks. In the meantime, I'm going to get in their way, and I think it should be illegal to hit them when they're driving in between your car.
All right. That's
just saying.
If they're driving in between, like, they're asking for trouble.
Yeah, like, watch out for motorcycles. No, quit driving like a jerk, and I'll watch out for you.
I probably saw 10,000 bikes. Nah, that's maybe high. Definitely in the thousands today.
Yeah.
And nah, they're all mostly good, law-abiding, except for the one guy who did a wheelie all down Route 106. You know where the NASCAR track is up there in Loudon?
Yep.
Route 106. This guy did a wheelie for about a mile straight. And we're heading south. Everyone's heading north for Bike Week.
Yeah.
And he just did a wheelie for... I was like, you're just showing off for guys, right? What are you doing? You're really just putting on a show for other biker guys.
Was he trying to earn his clubhouse patch?
No, he wasn't. Like, it was like...
Look at me, I got friends now.
I wanted to, like, pull him off. Like, what are we doing here?
Hang on, a guy on a Harley was doing it?
No, he had, like, it wasn't a Harley.
What were you going to say? Right.
Different type.
So is a motorcycle club like low rent golf course membership kind of the same thing?
Well, that's like...
Which is all kind of an extension of fraternities?
Well, it depends on the level, right? There's... Yes, there are, like, rich, snobby biker people.
Yeah.
In their little clubs.
Or
And
it's
then there's
just-
the hardcore 1% outlaws.
Or just people looking for, like, let me belong to something? I don't know.
Well, it's like a gang.
Yeah.
It's like the Power Hour gang.
See, I'm a freelancer.
You
I don't
are?
belong to anything.
You're not going to get a vest then. You're not going to get a cut.
That's fine with me.
No patch.
Yeah.
No patch for Bash. That's fine by me.
We'll do a patch over party. So yeah, you know what? Go to Laconia Bike Week.
Okay.
I won't be going, but was forced to go.
Do they still have a lot of overdoses up there? Or is that kind of in the past?
Hey, you're one to talk here in Lowell.
Wow.
Is there a lot of overdoses at
There
Bike?
used to be. There used to be a lot of meth up there. I don't think it. I think it's calmed down a lot. I think this is like the fake bikers. I think the real ones go to like South Dakota or something.
Nah, there's some real.
Remember they had that one during COVID?
Sturgis.
Yeah.
I heard like 10 million people died from COVID there. Is that true? Fauci told me. This is...
Yes, they're all.
I think the number was amended down to 0.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
That was a super spread. Remember the super spreader
It
event?
was. All of you, like, again.
Remember the spring breakers down at Daytona?
Oh yeah, the super spread. Well,
5 million killed.
Spread COVID all across the country.
The maps, and they did the map and the spread map, and someone's like,
All
that is
lies.
completely
and the worst
made
thing
up.
too is like there's been super spreaders at spring break since they invented it.
Hey!
Screw that.
All right, Lowell politics. There's a strong rumor, very strong.
Yeah, paint a picture for me.
I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna paint the painter. That John Leahy might be stepping down from his seat, Belvedere.
Okay.
So, we've never had this happen. There's 2 layers to this. There's the constitutional, how do you proceed if someone steps down? And then there's who fills the seat and how.
Wait,
There's
that's
good questions to be asked, and we're going to ask them right now.
It happened on school committee though.
We had it.
Right.
We had in the past when it was the at-large, totally at-large
Yes.
system.
But not
now
since the
with
new system.
district thing, we have not experienced this now.
Exactly. And the city finally got a hold of this thing and said, hey, we need actual rules. We need a new policy. And they voted on one, and they filed a home rule petition with certain rules. It being, hey, it's a 2-year term. If you lose your seat or resign in the first year, the first 12 months, there needs to be a special election. Mm-hmm. If it happens in the second 12 months, I forget. It gets vague.
Either the city council can appoint somebody to refill the position, or
Vacant.
it just stays vacant until the next election. I think that's what
So that was their policy, which they sent to Beacon Hill, but it's summer recess right now. So you could have this in between happen where a councilor actually does step down,
Right.
and you don't have an official policy yet. You kind of have the will of the council of what they wanted to do,
Right.
but it's not an actual rule or law yet. So what do?
I would think it's just next man up. Wait, he ran unopposed though.
He did run a post, right?
So just go to the citywide.
See, this is where it gets very vague. You say that, right?
Or whoever get the most votes.
Fine. It was Corey Belanger came in fourth,
Well,
right?
that was
Let's just say
in
it
the-
wasn't him.
It was in the outline.
Okay.
You're gonna have an acre second place finisher gonna represent Belvedere. Like, you can't go that way.
Well, in this particular case, you have a Belvedere resident who came in 4th at large. So
I know, but
does that have to
Wait,
be
does that
fair?
the bigger
though?
picture is more important than getting lucky once.
Right, but this is just this is like a temporary thing.
It's always gonna be a temporary thing.
No, I'm saying like this next time if this happens in the next election cycle, the thing will already be in place.
Yes.
So I feel like if you're in between,
Truthfully, they've been sitting on it for a little while. This could have passed by now.
yeah. Well, it's
Rumors that maybe someone, even in the Lowell delegation, aren't moving super fast on this thing. Who knows? Just a rumor. There's gonna be a lot of rumors.
well, I feel like the Lowell delegation seems like they do a lot. Now, Rodney's been great. He's been great in my district. I'll tell you that. In the no show, he's been fantastic. But
So what do you do?
I think you go back to you go back to the old system and you go.
Do you have a special election?
No,
No.
You can't go back to the old
That's
system.
what it's gonna be. You can't go back to the old system.
It'll stay vacant.
why not?
You go to jail.
Because Leahy didn't.
No,
run against
like-
anybody. He ran unopposed, so there's no next man up.
There's
But in that position,
There's
to
only
give
two
up.
options. Exactly. There's only two options. Either the council just nominates somebody and elects and puts them in temporary, or there's a special election. This is going to be a big battle. Just know it is.
Yeah, but if you do a special
Again, and we're doing this based on speculation. John Leahy hasn't stepped down or said he's going to step down. It's just a rumor. But
And
we're
where-
going to take that rumor and run wild.
why is he? What's the stepping down? Something about a job somewhere, right?
Possibly, yes.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, to me, it just, if this happened before this new system, it would be the next person up. I think you do the same thing. There's nobody to step up,
Right.
so you go to the citywide.
Or you go to the person who had the most votes second in his district, which ultimately would go back to since he ran unopposed, ultimately go back to the all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
look.
it's a mess.
But I'd prefer any of those methods than the council.
And again,
picking it.
the even
Right?
going back to the old system with the city council, like this, it's happened with the Vogue a couple times. They always had like the old council rule was you're the 10th person, you come on.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that's how John Leahy originally got on, is it not? Long time ago.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
Not sure about that, but it feels right to me. Either way, that was the old system.
Well, I know that's how Ray Booton got on the school committee at the Vogue.
Yes, he did. A couple of them, I think, have done that.
Yeah.
You're going to have a special election, aren't you?
I think you're going to have a special
That's what you're
election.
gonna have to.
Yes,
I don't
because
see any way around it.
here's the thing, like people question the old way. And I'm not even saying the old way is right. We're just saying that's the way they did it. If someone tries to do that here, you could have an issue. And if someone files a lawsuit or opposes it, they could win.
I'm going to guess the people of Belvedere would like to have a representative representing them in today's
Deep
format.
Yeah.
Well,
I know it's different. Poor Belvedere is not represented at this time. But
no, they deserve one of their people.
But does the fact that the fact that the fourth man or the next guy up citywide is from Belvedere, would that make them feel any different? I don't know.
I don't think so. And I think, again, you've seen people sue the city. You are deep into the weeds over there at City Hall. You've seen people have ethics violations and sue the city and freedom of, like, 95% of them no one even hears about or cares about, right? But if you get a situation like this where there's legit candidates that know that they don't have the support in the council to get 6 votes, but they know they could win an election, that would be the person that files the lawsuit. And that's not going to be a joke. That's going to be a legit person that thinks they can win an election in Belvedere. Yeah. So someone's with some juice. Now what do you do?
If they do, and then ultimately those things usually go through the system like water. So by the time it's all said and done, we're already on the next election
cycle. They could expedite it though.
They could.
And again, say you filed
that fair. Like what's a fair amount of time? How much time does it take?
Guess what? Here's the thing: to save the city some money, you do have presidential election. Throw it on the same night. You're gonna have massive turnout for Trump and Biden. You throw it on the ballot for that time. It gives enough time to campaign, and it kind of does it a little bit cheaper for the city.
But you're gonna wait 6 months.
I'm not proposing this. I'm just
actually, no, be a good solution. The council should get together, do a vote, and then vote for just the next guy up.
Wait, say again? Council gets together.
Instead of doing a special election, they opt with like nominating or putting somebody on themselves, but the person they select is the person that was next in the citywide.
So that would be,
I guess it'd be Corey, right? He came in
fourth. Yeah.
Fourth. And then you kind of, you know what I mean?
And not for nothing, I think it's even that occurs, even if you take Leahy's district out of it, Corey did very well in Leahy's district. I think he came in third. He came in third. He beat Rita. He beat Vesner in one precinct. He beat Rita in one precinct. I mean, he did very well.
He may have beaten Vesna in Belvedere total.
Yeah.
By 7.
Oh yeah, because he didn't do well. Vesna didn't do well, right?
It's a plot twist. In this election, the 3 Cali candidates had the 3 highest vote totals in Belvedere.
That was about the 80
exactly,
ADUs,
yeah.
right?
And we moved on. Now it's all about ADUs.
What if so let's say they did do a special election. You'd probably have, I would think, Corey, right?
Oh, here you go. You're leading me to part 2 of this, the real fun part of this.
Then I think Nangle.
Hold on. We must throw this out there.
All right.
Corey Belanger.
Yeah.
Finished 4th. We've discussed him.
And he's still in Lowell, right?
He's in Lowell. He lives in the district, came in 4th. He's always going to be involved in whatever happens here, one way or the other, whether he gets appointed or he gets elected.
Yeah.
As someone with deep ties to Corey Belanger, any comment to the Power Hour?
I haven't had a chance to.
Oh, what horse shit! We have a guy right here that can tell us the truth. All right,
I don't know.
No comment?
No comment. I mean,
well, nothing's decided yet.
Just kidding, Kelly. No,
but
how could you have a comment?
It's not finalized. This is all rumors and speculation. Obviously,
right.
It's completely made up. Yeah. It's not even real.
Right. Nothing's happened yet.
Right. No.
It could all just
be funny if you did comment.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what's going to happen? I don't even know. Is the job that he's supposedly looking for even post? Like, I don't know. I saw something. I'm assuming based on some social media that I've seen.
Yeah.
What the job is.
Theoretically, if that was a job, the Lowell fiscal year starts July 1st. So let's just say there was a job that started then. Who knows? Would be his window to resign. Correct.
Well, yeah. I mean, he could resign. Well, yeah, because you don't.
So we'll know one way or the other the next 2 weeks is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Names.
Interesting.
Who you got?
Special election.
You got Corey Belanger. Give me a name.
What?
Belvedere.
That's going to run?
Yes.
I got a couple names.
Well, people from the school committee, can they jump back
that
in?
that would be my
like
speculation.
It's only one person.
Dave
Conway?
Yeah, Dave Conway.
Oh, yeah. Dave Conway's on there.
He's definitely maybe.
He's Belvedere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the core.
Nangle.
Is this his way back in?
I don't know. I mean,
Someone was stuck between a rock and a hard place. Maybe they come out.
Oh, yes. This is why we're here.
Oh, this could be interesting.
Who else
That'd
you
be
got?
interesting.
Who else? Give me more names.
You think Samaras might?
Bill Samaras,
might come
absolutely
might
a legit candidate right there.
That's all I got.
My guy, Marty Laurie. Just saying. He's a Belvedere guy.
Oh, yeah, but I always forget Marty lives
Marty's a
in Belvedere.
Belvedere.
I was just keep thinking Marty is a Centerville guy, but you're right.
You're just trying to keep him down.
I thought he was from the Bleachery.
Sweet Village.
Sweet Village, yeah. That's what it was.
I'm telling you, he makes up these names. They're not real.
No, they are actually.
My old hood.
I supported they
Air
are real.
City, I believe, because I see the sign in the connect.
No,
Everything else is
I've
just
seen on a
Marty
map
Laurie
Sweet Village
invention.
and even Oakland's
You know
and
what?
whatever.
I'm gonna set you up. I'm gonna have him do a fake one, like say it for a couple of years. You'd be like, oh yeah. I
No, I know where to look.
Oh, Ukraine town over there on
Oh, that's
South
that's
Lowell.
where,
Yeah.
That's where you'd be living.
I'd be the king.
The king of Zelenskyville.
What are the names? So
Hi, Marav.
Attackham's Boulevard, which we will get to later.
Well, I don't know. Where's Rick the Young living these days? I mean, he's usually bounces back and
flexible.
forth,
He's
so
flexible.
right?
He's got a couple places there.
No, I can't think of any women that would run.
You don't? You want to have some fun? We want to go real wild here?
Yeah.
So let's say there's an election, okay? The appointment angle
Yeah.
is a little bit messier,
Yeah.
and it could be lawsuits, and there's going to be a lot of angry people. And again, if Belvedere doesn't like the city council,
But if somebody's sued, don't you think we should all just be like, just stop it?
stop the appointment or stop the lawsuit?
Stop the lawsuit. Like, don't be a jerk.
The city councils will. I don't know. I'm fine. I could care less. I just like to speculate on it.
Okay.
But the city council did file a petition saying exactly this. This is the way it should be done. And now you have a chance to do it. To do it the old way is kind of a little bit hypocritical.
Well, but the new way is not in place, so you kind of.
It's not. It's fine. You have it out. It's not like evil or
I
bad.
just think,
either
I think
way.
you like if you haven't, they haven't shit or got off the pot yet, right? They're still, and it's.
But it's not the council's fault. They sent it. They did their job.
I know, but
Sitting
nothing.
up there in Beacon Hill.
They're on their summer vacation apparently. So
Yes.
whatever, like you got to go back. That's what's in place. You can't enforce a new policy until it's in place. You have to go back to the current policy.
Can I give you a total made-up name
Sure.
that someone told me? Again, I don't know this person, but Karakeef Mullen.
Isn't that Kara Keefe that was the
No, she used to work with
Eileen Dunn.
Eileen Donahue? Yeah.
Chief of staff, essentially, right? She had different titles, but she's a legit candidate. Power base.
Maybe, yeah.
This is filling in a seat for a year, right? Essentially, then it'd be another general election.
Well, yeah. If you're talking about putting the election on in November,
Yeah.
it'll
So
be
this would be someone coming in to fill the seat for.
I guess a year and a month because you just get sworn in
Yeah.
right away instead of waiting until January.
All right. Here we
But
go.
once you're in,
Couple
it's
more.
hard to get people out, right?
How about this one? Eileen Donahue.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What is she doing now?
Overlooking the obvious, huh?
She left kind of angry. Well, didn't show it because she's a classy woman, but she wasn't happy with the way things went down. She wanted another year as city manager. What if she wants the seat?
Well, now you're getting it. This could be.
I'm saying this is good.
They're gonna have to,
When you can make stuff up,
Wait.
very interesting.
How many-
I apologize to all of you watching this, you actual people, but it makes for a good podcast.
what if the hell ran, right? How many people do you need for a primary? Imagine have to have a primary
No,
for a
no,
special
no,
election.
Oh God,
No.
forget it.
It's special election, free for all. So you get everyone on there.
You do a jungle primary, like what is it? All
what?
Remember the whole thing? It's like
Where are you going with this,
jungle
Cali?
primary That they all go in and then two come out, and then you have to do the
No, you mean
election against the two.
Our Myanmar's segment is later on.
Wait, are you talking about Thunderdome?
Thunderdome. Yeah, everybody all go
What
in.
do you call it, Joey? I don't know where you go with that. All
No,
right.
it's like, don't they call it like
Two
it's
men
like
enter,
some of the
one man
southern-
leave.
They like I think in New Orleans or like some of the southern thing. Everybody
Oh,
goes
this
to
is bad.
primary.
Everyone-
This is a bad path,
the top
Hon.
two advance
This is
to the
getting
final.
worse.
I think California does that, actually.
Yeah, it's like
There's
there's no
Senate
parties. It's like
yeah.
everybody just goes in.
I kind of like that. Free for all.
I think that's California. I think they call it a jungle primary.
Yeah.
That's what they-
There you go. See?
There's got to be something offensive about that.
Oh, this definitely.
This
yeah.
it totally is.
Oh, yeah.
But if California is going with
So
it,
who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Here's the
This
question. What
could be interesting.
What if Leahy, let's just say Leahy, again, it's all made up speculation. If he gets a job with the city,
Yeah.
he's got to step down with this current arrangement. If he takes that job, he could run again. He could absolutely run again. He just couldn't take a salary.
Wait, what? No.
Yes.
Then why would he?
For sure.
Then why wouldn't he just take the job and just not and then get rid of his salary?
Walk in. If you get a, if he's the best candidate for a job,
he doesn't have to just don't take the council salary.
Council salary.
Because obviously that's less than
Yeah.
No, that's what I meant.
salary,
But
so.
why wouldn't he just be like, hey, because you already get paid?
you can't. Yeah, get paid twice from the city. So he couldn't go into it right now.
Yeah, but couldn't
But
he
if
just stop
leaves,
getting paid?
He could come back. And what's the next cycle?
2025.
2025.
Yeah.
I don't think you could work
I'm
for the
right,
city.
right?
I don't think you can work for
Yeah,
the
like Gitchier doesn't take a salary.
Johnny Dakota doesn't take a salary.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. They're okay.
So there you go.
Wow, this could get messy.
What happened with
gonna get juicy.
Ruthie Young had to step down, didn't he?
No,
He
vote
couldn't
out.
take a salary. Same thing.
Yeah.
Originally, when he was the guidance counselor at Lowell
He had
High.
to cough up his seat. Am I
Yeah,
right
no,
about
he
that?
made history. First Campbell.
Yeah, I think
city
you're right.
Councilor. No, he just couldn't take his,
He just couldn't take a salary.
which was like $5,000 back then for the city council.
Yeah.
He kept his guidance counselor money.
Yeah.
But yeah, did he? It was different back
I
then.
don't remember him stepping down. I think he got voted out.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
I thought he stepped down.
How long ago was that?
Oh, God.
I was in high school, I think. Like I was like 95.
I don't remember.
Really? Was it that long ago?
It was definitely late 90s, early 2000s.
Like first senior year.
Your first senior year.
Yes, I believe so. All right, so that's that. We're gonna follow that. Again, I apologize if I brought you up in error. If you're not running in, you're
Yeah.
not
By the way,
anything.
this is 100% pure speculation.
People tell me things, and I spread rumors.
So the job, I think, is
I will say this: Belvedere has a deep bench. Like that's some serious candidates. There's 5 of them that could win easily.
Yeah.
Some of them, like Eileen, is on another planet, but it's what I mean. It's she'd probably laugh if she saw this. But there's other people, Samaras, Conway. I'm pretty sure Marty will definitely want the job.
I thought he said he'd never do it again.
Marty Laurie?
Yeah, but who knows?
They probably all said that. But again, what if Marty knows that Leahy's only stepping out for a year?
Maybe I can convince Shanahan to run.
Where does he live?
Belvedere.
He lives in Belvedere. Yeah.
Well, South Bowl,
You know
but
what? Belvedere hasn't beaten up on
That's
him in a
Belvedere.
while.
What Hill?
He's right across the street from me. That's Belvedere.
Belvedere hasn't crushed his dreams in quite a few years. Speaking of Shandog,
He would never do it
Speaking
again.
of Shandog,
Yeah.
we only have like 2 or 3 guests that ever come on here, and they're lawyers, most of them.
They've all, yeah, you're right.
There's a lawyer right there.
Yeah, boy.
Is the Karen Reed trial crazier than OJ?
Oh, 10 times.
It really
10 times.
is nuts.
Well, the OJ one, you weren't really sure.
Well,
I mean, are you really sure on this one now?
it took me a minute.
Yeah.
You got me.
It's just a different trial, though, isn't it? I mean,
It's very different.
It is.
like everyone knew OJ was guilty, and you're just kind of like watching, like, will he? Be
Oh yeah,
able to
it's
sneak
you
out.
can't compare the two. It's just in our lifetime. These are the 2 big ones. Like OJ's again. It's
Well, and Pam Smart.
no, but the trial, no.
What, the trial was huge. Everybody
Pam
wa-
Smart?
The Pam Smart
was on every-
was huge.
Not
Yeah.
as huge as this.
Not as huge as that. I don't
Just
think
with
it's huge
social
as this.
media.
Oh, locally.
I mean,
Oh, no, this is big. No,
I
this
drive
is big.
around with AirPods and listen to a trial all day long working. It's like you couldn't do that with Pam Smart.
By the way, she admitted her culpability.
She finally did, huh?
Yeah, she's trying to get parole. I hope she gets it. Let
You think
her
she's
out.
gonna get out?
I hope so.
She's never getting out.
She's hit
They
the
should
wall,
let her
but
out.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I guess 40 years in prison will do that to you, but
Yeah,
Smart
it looks like she's already done life.
The big thing about Pam Smart, that was a salaciousness back then of a teacher, having sexual relations with her student.
Well, that's because
having
nobody.
him kill her husband.
Having him
Yeah,
kill her husband.
that was salacious.
Well,
It was late back then. I mean,
Well, that's because none of them had ever been a little high. That happens every year.
You know that a kid we grew up with was in our class, right?
So, all right, on Phillip Street,
I didn't mean to derail you on Pam Smart.
I remember you-
No, there's no.
You know, I always love a good Pam Smart story.
You do love Pam Smart, and you love Krista McAuliffe. You like making fun of Krista McAuliffe for some reason.
No, I don't. I never
Why?
made fun of her.
You've made fun of her for years.
No way. It is ironic that I was
that
next.
has an affinity for New Hampshire girls.
Do you know the last thing to go through her head?
Lots of friends of Krista McAuliffe out there, hey, man.
She's gonna,
I like Krista McAuliffe. He's evil.
no, I never. What are you talking about?
Back me up here. Has he made inappropriate Krista
Don't
McAuliffe?
drag me into this. I'm not your henchman.
I don't make any.
No.
I never make inappropriate jokes about anything.
This guy's like you're a goon over
No,
here.
this is, but he always makes inappropriate jokes. That's
I know, but he really likes Krista McAuliffe jokes.
I don't remember making any.
Carry on.
Yes.
What did that kid? He moved to our street. Was he? Don't tap. came out of nowhere, and then he was involved in this thing, and he lived like
moved,
2 houses down from us.
He moved to New Hampshire.
Wait, he was on our street, then moved there?
Yeah.
What
happened? I was too young.
Was he your second baseman on your team?
Kid Shane. You don't remember him?
Yeah, I do. I remember he lived at the house almost by a
we
little
would
house.
lay you on the street and jump over you on bikes, and you'd be like the human potential carnage.
That's right.
Every kid I ever knew.
Confident. I was very confident.
Everybody I ever knew the name with the name Shane was trouble.
Yeah. Shane is a wild name.
Yep.
Like, there's no Pope Shane.
Yeah.
The second.
Pope Shane.
Shane.
Yeah, he disappeared for a couple of years. Then all of a sudden, he just popped in one day and was like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "Yeah, it was crazy stuff, man. My friends, I was in. My teacher had her husband killed," and I'm like, "What?" And sure enough, he was in Pam Smart's class, and he was friends with all the guys who killed the husband.
One of them, the one that had the relationship with him, he got out of jail, but he changed his name and moved on to
That's the thing. The trigger man is out, but the lady that put it together is still in there. It's she's done her time. Let her out.
I suspect she'll get out actually at some point.
Yeah, when she's got cancer or something.
What about the other kid? Why would the other kids help murder a teacher?
They were bored. It's New Hampshire. They ran out of meth. They had nothing else to do.
Did it have meth back then?
Yeah.
So OJ versus
When it kind of means meth and Indian.
Karen Reed. Mark Furman is the gold standard of worst state witnesses in the history of planet Earth.
Oh, that's been surpassed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is Proctor the silver medalist?
Proctor is
Yes.
1A.
Exactly. Right.
Very, very close.
I don't know. I think
Furman can never be beaten, but Proctor is a whole.
Do you think? I think he might have beat Furman.
No. Furman goes to play. No.
Why do you think Furman was such a horrible witness?
Don't make me say it.
No, say it.
He had tapes of him being super racist about beating people because they're black. That usually doesn't help the
He
case.
kept Nazi propaganda.
He honestly was the worst witness in the history of the world.
Worse than Michael Cohen?
Michael Cohen is a...
Proctor's pretty bad though.
No, I mean,
Michael Cohen was testifying against Trump while saying, "Yeah, by the way, I stole 30 grand from Trump. I hate Trump. I want to destroy Trump. I want to ruin him.
Perjurer. Yeah, I lie.
Perjury. I lie in court.
I lied then, but I'm not lying now.
Yeah.
Furman and Proctor are different. They're different levels.
Well, I mean, at least
compared to I'm saying everyone else.
But at least the police and the OJ thing had the right guy.
That's true. That's very true.
Like Proctor, first day is like, oh, she did it. We're just gonna make sure it works. All the relationships and everything. It's a cover up. It's a clear cover up. Or at least at best, it's ineptness.
Do you think it's a cover up? Frame job?
It certainly appears to be that way. It's just
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. Just
100%.
It is. It is. And
I mean, otherwise, the only other option they would have had is just leave John O'Keefe. All these people just saying, she says, I dropped him off. I don't know. He went in the house. I don't know what happened to him. They say he never came in the house, and then he just died. So all they could have just have done was say, I don't know how he died. And that's it.
That's the
we just found him in the snow, and he's dead. That's it.
If they just didn't charge her with murder, if they just told her, hey, Karen, you were drunk and you hit him by mistake. You're not charged with anything, but this is bad.
Just
it's second degree, isn't it?
Go away.
Yeah.
She would have been like, oh,
no.
okay.
Here's the whole.
The fact they charged her with murder is why all this is happening. Just don't charge her with murder, and you guys get away with murder.
But the DA overplayed their hand. They obviously wanted. They charged her with the
easy with the tips.
Sorry.
Thank you.
With the intent purposes of they wanted her to plead. They wanted her to say, "Listen, we'll give you a lesser deal."
Yeah, but why? Why are they trying to punish a woman? They're afraid.
Because they want to get.
That's the nature of the game now.
Hang on, is it an indicator of who is actually guilty of this crime? It has to be someone who's powerful to be able to.
Oh yeah,
push people into going to these lengths.
You know who it is.
The dog
knows who it is.
The dog did it.
Chloe the dog is definitely involved.
Yeah. And
listen. A lot of people just give away their family dog for no reason after a murder.
Yeah. What exactly is your hypothetical? So, what is your hypothetical?
Well, I'll get to that in a second. But there's a different thing besides the frame job. What are the chances she's found guilty?
I think
it's 0.
Yeah.
Well, before the Trump trial, I would say 0.
I'd say 0.
Having done jury trials before, knowing how finicky they are.
Yes.
0.5%.
Oh, okay.
Because you never know. You never know the.
I'm going with 0. All right. So the theory is, how long? So we follow it very closely. Are you somewhat?
I've been following along of late.
So the theory, you tell me if you agree.
I was late to the party.
Another,
Yeah, I've caught up a little bit.
some more wild.
I've been following it the whole time, so it's like
She pulls up to the house with him.
Yes.
She doesn't want to go in the house. He does. She leaves.
they're both drunk.
He goes in, and there is immediately a fight.
Yeah.
Right when you walk in the house, is the upstairs, downstairs. The dog is downstairs. There's immediately a fight with possibly the young Colin Albert, possibly the homeowner, Brian Albert, and possibly the ATF agent, Brian Higgins. Some sort of combination. All three, two of the three, whatever. And there's just a drunken, they're all drunk. They get into a fight, boom, boom, boom. You could see it. He's got black eyes, a cut in his nose. Clearly got into a fight. His hands were all bruised up. And someone might have hit him, and he just went down the stairs and smashed the back of his head in the stairs. And he died. Near death.
and then they freaked out. And
And now it's like, right, we just went from a fist fight to someone dying. What do we do? Dump him on the lawn and blame her, essentially.
That's
That's
what
the
we did.
theory.
That's what we did with Brady on
You
the
agree?
12 Hours
I
of
think
Christmas.
that's the main theory. That's what the defense is pretty much trying to.
That's
is
what
trying to think
evidence-
that they want to get.
The evidence very much points in that direction. The other part I left out is that when he goes down and smashes his head into the basement, his right arm would be exposed, and here comes a dog that hears a fist fight in his house, a German Shepherd, and just starts fighting his arm.
His nationality has
Makes
nothing to do with
perfect
it.
sense. Wait, what?
I said his nationality has nothing
And on
to
to
do
your
with it.
theory, another thing, suspicious thing is like they redid the whole basement after this was all done before they sold the house.
Oh yeah, So they
Well, in the autopsy,
redid the basement, get rid of the dog, and then they just got rid of the house.
And they just got rid of the house.
And the basement they had just redone like 2 years before.
Yeah.
They're like, what?
And they redid it before they sold the house.
It was an oil leak.
they go,
Yeah.
Mold.
Brain leak.
white rugs, bad choice. But the autopsy came back inconclusive, right? Or whatever the
Well,
proper term is.
Yes, we heard that in court. That originally the medical examiner said that they didn't want to rule it a murder. They didn't know.
Right.
And then the state police were.
Or
Yeah,
suicide.
they called her a
or-
whack job too.
Yeah.
just
Proctor
got
called her a
yeah.
You got the
job.
medical examiner whack job.
And then
He loves
they were
women.
pushing for the murder, designation. She's gonna be on the trial. She should be on the stand tomorrow.
Probably. She's like probably the last one they're going to
The defense is supposed to start on Tuesday. Like, we're there. We're at it. So you got Friday, Monday. Maybe they give the state finishes up on Tuesday.
They do have-
But either way, the
Yeah.
medical examiner's the big one.
They got some other date before the defense starts. They're going to be doing voir dires of expert witnesses because that was that recent motion that they filed.
All right, we're going to talk about that. We're going to get sucked into this. We have to. It's too good. All right. Voir dire.
Yes.
What is that?
So voir dire is basically an examination of a witness outside the jury presence to try to, where one party wants to establish that they're going to offer relevant evidence to the case that would be admissible.
And the judge has to
And the judge has
agree
to
or disagree
agree
with
or
the
disagree.
jury to be able to see it.
What do they call it?
Voir dire.
I just learned this word.
Yes.
I'm not joking right now. Do you know the definition of the word approximately?
Approximately.
All right, well, use it in a sentence.
I approximately know the definition of approximately.
No, that's too vague. Do you know what?
He arrived at approximately 2:04 a.m.
Okay, so that means he arrived at exactly 2:04.
No.
Within that 2:04.
Within that time frame, either 204,
Yeah, no,
201, 202,
I have
203, or 204.
Been misusing the word approximately my entire life. I thought
What?
approximately meant if he arrived at approximately 2:04, it means he arrived at 2:04 on the dot.
Really?
Yes, I'm an idiot.
You really are an idiot.
Yeah,
This goes into my theory, by the way.
good. Well,
Nice tease, Bad.
approximately.
No, that'd be at. Like approximately be between
Approximately at.
like when you say 6 o'clock, that for me that means between I'll be here between 6 and 6:15.
I'm watching those witnesses say approximately,
Yeah.
and they're being vague. I'm like, that's not approximately. I go look it up. I'm like, shit, that's approximately. I've been using it wrong for 46
It's like
years.
it's like a fancy word for around.
Got me.
Yeah, how about that, huh?
Yeah.
Two
But
more things.
what's the word?
Voir dire.
Spell it?
VOIRDIRE.
Yeah.
Use it in a sentence.
So it's French.
Oh, we'll have this outside and we'll have voir dire the witness.
Okay.
I don't know. It's French. I took 4 years of French. All I
trying to use it
learned was
approximately.
voulez-vous coucher
Pretty good.
avec moi ce soir?
It's a pretty good word though.
What's Sallyport? Is that French?
Sallyport is German, I think.
What's the Latin term for voir dire?
Oh, port.
Door.
Latin means door.
Door.
There you go.
Port means door.
I don't know what Sally means.
Sally means Sally.
Sally is French. Means charge.
I thought Sally was Chinese.
So that word's been, hang on. That word's been removed from the lexicon.
I like the word Sally Port. Sally Port's a good word.
Sally boy. Wait, can we just?
I want to
Is
have
that
a
what-
house.
That what you call the Mandarin now, Sallyport?
Sally Port. Yeah. I will say, and I do not condone anything that guy said.
That's another one. Remember when I got that wrong?
What? Condone? Oh, really? Like Proctor, whatever. I mean, I don't know the guy, but the stuff he said, whatever. I mean, but balloon knot's a great word. It really is. I'm sorry, but it's just a
Are you
great.
watching that live, or did you catch it like later?
I caught it later. I'm like,
watching it
oh
live
my
with
god.
a woman, attorney. This woman, Emily Baker, who's excellent.
Yeah.
She
Wait,
got
is that the one I've been? I think that's when I was
blue
listening.
hair.
Oh no. Oh, that girl's.
You're looking at Melanie Little.
Oh, she's terrible.
Blonde hair?
Yeah.
Emily Little, very nice person, super annoying. Emily Baker's much better. She's very
Okay.
calm and.
I just watched this.
But I'm watching it with her. And her jaws just hitting the floor.
Did she laugh or was she upset?
She's like, "What is happening right now?"
But you just don't hear that too often.
No, not from people over the age of. No, actually, you know what? There's a range there.
So another word that I've been hearing lately, it's for the Celtics final is fatso. When they're talking about Luka Doncic a little bit, they're like,
Okay.
I'm like, it's just you don't hear that too often. I'm surprised I don't hear it more about myself, but it's just kind of funny to hear.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, but it's
He's just a big boy. He's 20. He's only 22.
Luka?
Luka?
he looks like he's
Big boy.
I think he's
He's-
like 24, 25.
Yeah, something like
isn't
that.
You ever see his mother?
Oh,
She's smashing.
Oh really?
Very attractive.
Oh yeah.
Like very, very attractive.
I have to admit though, he looks like somebody that we'd know in the bar. He looks a little,
Like a prick too.
No, I don't get that vibe from him at all.
I think he's a happy-go-lucky kid.
Luka?
Oh yeah.
No, he's getting exposed this finals. He's being a biatch.
I think it's great that he can.
How's
He's
that?
whining and diving like he's having a very bad.
But you know he's
I
crushing
don't even mean
beers.
play-wise. I mean the way he's acting.
Wait, so
Come on, he's taking dives and doing all. He's not playing any defense, yelling at his teammates. Why are
before
you puzzled by this?
Because the kid's an absolute stallion. What are you talking
He's
about?
the worst defender I've ever seen.
so what do you think? So this is we were recording this on.
Would you trade? Sorry,
Yeah.
Derek White and Drew Holiday right now for Luka?
Absolutely.
Of course. I'm,
It's like, no
what
question.
you're a moron.
Are you kidding me?
That question.
Nope.
Yeah.
Want to win? You want to win?
He's the most talented offensive player in the NBA.
No,
I don't know.
worst defense.
I don't know if that would work though.
It's all horrible.
It wouldn't work for
But
the
yeah.
Celtics. Sorry, I distracted you. Go ahead.
I was gonna say and so this is what's Thursday. What day is today?
13th.
Oh, you should always say that. Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday the 13th.
All right, so Game 4 is coming up tomorrow.
Yes.
What do you think's gonna happen?
Sweet. Come on, you get the shirt on.
The NBA does not allow Dallas to lose this game.
They probably don't want the
Dallas shall win.
That's a good
and,
point.
Extend the series.
Foster. They're gonna bring in
As
Foster.
they extend a little revenue. Yeah.
I don't think they want the finals to end on a
The
Friday.
revenue generators will step in.
So Scott Foster will make.
Scott Foster. There's a good chance.
Is Scott Foster,
runs the game.
is he?
I think it goes Celtics win, but 4-2. I think it goes
Who was the
6.
diehard Laker fan ref that used to do the Laker games against like Sacramento?
Oh yeah.
Leon something or other. I can't remember his name.
Just gross. Like those are the worst. Like blatant cheating.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh no, wasn't it the bald guy?
Yeah, Leon.
Oh no, the white
Joey
guy.
Crawford?
No. Joey Crawford was a pain too, but he was different.
He was in on that too, though.
No, the other guy wouldn't let the Lakers.
Well, not Donnie. No,
That whole
Donnie.
team, the whole crew that did the Sacramento.
Do you remember
Lakers
when
series.
Donahue said, "Well, if I saw Leon, so was referring a Laker playoff game, I was like absolutely taking the Lakers, no question about it."
Yeah.
It's good information.
And then the Sacramento Lakers, right? I think the fourth quarter free throws was 24 to 1.
The Sacramento teams are good. Like they deserve
That
the
Sacramento
championship.
team got so
They deserve
wrong.
the title.
Oh, that was like Chris Webber and Mitch Richmond.
White
and-
chocolate?
Yeah, white. Yeah.
Mike Williams was it? No.
No,
No, they had the
he was.
The little dude, number
the
55.
Croatian guy.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Stojakovic.
yeah.
Good
team
good,
was
excellent team.
stacked.
I was
Vlade?
glad. Yeah, second one. He
yeah.
got drafted. White Chocolate got drafted the year of Paul Pierce, and when he got drafted, he was like 2 spots before Paul Pierce. I'm like,
That was the same
holy
year.
crap, we're gonna get Paul Pierce because Dallas was following him, and I knew Dallas was taking.
So one last thing on the Karen Reed before we move off it.
Yeah.
We all think it's a frame job. There are people out there that think she's guilty, which is perfectly fine.
I haven't met any.
Twitter, you'll see them all.
All right.
You just read them. But the fact that the FBI is involved in this and helping the defense is very underplayed and underreported.
That never happened.
That is wild. The FBI is gathering information against the state of Massachusetts and giving it to the defense.
Give it to both parties.
This isn't like a political Democrat. You know what I mean? Like it's nuts.
Are they trying to rebuild their reputation in Massachusetts?
Maybe. You know what? It'll work. What they're doing is a very good thing.
I think what this is all encompassing is if you notice that the U.S. Attorney's Office has been slowly leaking and slowly coming out with charges against Massachusetts state police officers doing stuff. Like you had the tractor trailer guys with the
DOT
thing.
There was a CDL guys.
The overtime thing. There was a couple other things.
Disband a whole unit.
And I think when this thing all was going down, this has probably encompassed part of that whole thing of reviewing the Mass State Police.
Well, that's part of Teddy's.
So you think that they kind of stumbled into a murder cover-up?
I think Teddy says
they had to start somewhere with the FBI.
Well, yeah.
Teddy's been saying they've got it all on wiretap.
Well, it's interesting. Does he say that?
Yeah.
Because I have a theory. I never said out loud, but
say it.
Right across the street from the house is another cop who has a ring camera facing right where the body is.
Yep.
I think the FBI has the actual crime, but it's a violation of the Patriot Act for them to see it. So they can't just come out and show it to you because it would be proof that the FBI is violating the Constitution. But they also can't let this woman get charged with murder. So they're stuck in between, and they have to just slowly feed you information and help you along the way. Yeah. It's a wild theory, but
well, hang on. The FBI is not interested in justice. They would let her hang if it's between.
They're helping her right now.
Hey, hang on. If it's between them going down for violating,
they're not going to help her.
They're not going to do that.
But right, so they do it.
They'll watch Karen Reed go to jail.
But they're going to do exactly what they're doing right now.
What if it was a bounding deer that's just
they stumbled into it, right? They've got wiretaps on some state police or whatever, and they stumble into a legit cover-up as it's happening. And then they go, we have access to everything. Let's just look at the ring camera. But they see it and they're like, shit, this is real. I don't know. No one knows yet, but maybe we'll never know about the FBI angle. But I got a feeling that when this case wraps up, is there any chance that the case gets dismissed on Tuesday?
No. Absolutely not.
So when
they'll move for directed verdict, and the judges.
It's pretty close. It's pretty close
now,
to we're done here.
Is there a possibility, very very slight possibility, that she says, "Listen, you haven't proven murder too, so I'm dismissing that, but you can still go on manslaughter."
Wait, what's
maybe that's a possibility, but I doubt it.
I don't think
I seriously doubt it.
Wait, what's the difference?
You can't bifurcate.
Yeah.
What's the difference between manslaughter and murder too?
Murder 2 is you do it with intent, and and manslaughter is accidental or.
So murder 2 is I didn't plan it, but I meant it.
I ran into someone punching my wife in the face, and I just attacked him and murdered him.
I thought for sure you were setting up a joke there.
Something like that.
No, I don't really know.
Nobody said manslaughter.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like I didn't intend.
The rhythm's a little off.
Another angle just to think about with Proctor on this. And all this testimony, how do you think that's going to affect the Brian Walsh case out in?
Right, he's the lead investigator in that.
So I have to admit, I have no idea what that case is about.
High-profile murder. Some woman got disappeared. The house burned down.
Oh, that one.
They haven't found her body yet.
I don't think that the house didn't burn out. She disappeared. Was found.
I think the house caught on fire.
I forgot about that.
But I haven't.
Maybe the house did catch on fire. You're right.
Okay, yeah.
That's
right. That was like 3 years ago, though, right?
Maybe
it was
2
years. No, it was New Year's of 2023.
Yeah, not that long ago.
I was getting that confused with the lady that killed her kids.
But either way, that was all the
Google
cases.
That was all Google searches that they're basing.
Really?
So here's the
Brian Walsh.
Here's the Norfolk County District Attorney saying the Google searches of Brian Walsh were on spot and perfect, but on this one against Jen McCabe at 227, no, that never happened.
It's unbelievable. I mean,
it's like, what are you doing? What are you guys doing?
It does. It opens up Pandora's box.
Kelly, I'm going to steal your phone and do a bunch of really weird Google searches.
Think of our lives in America. Have you ever seen something where a local cop, say a Canton cop, a Boston cop, an ATF agent, and
two Boston.
Others,
well, if you want to include John O'Keefe, two Boston cops.
and a police chief.
Yeah, was that
are
Jackie?
all involved?
Was that Jackie McDermott's death?
I know. If this is true, this cover-up, and the FBI proves it, has anything like that ever happened in America? And not in a movie, like in real life.
Well, I mean, the Whitey Bulger thing was similar.
That's straight crooked FBI.
One FBI agent.
Yeah, but
O'Neill, a couple of them.
Yeah, but
this is
Sadie's were involved in that too, weren't
this is
they?
a whole framing an innocent woman. Like it's unreal, and we're gonna find out pretty soon.
See, that's the only thing that makes me sometimes think of, like, it's so outlandish.
It's crazy. It's beyond crazy.
Could it
but
be
then you
that-
look at all the evidence, you're like, this is really happening. This
Like
is
maybe
nuts.
something else happened. The shitty thing is, they didn't ask anybody in the. Somebody dies on your front lawn. You'd think you'd ask the people inside the house.
How's this? Brian Albert, the Boston cop. A Boston cop died on his lawn. He never went outside.
Yeah.
Once. Never once.
right,
I slept through it. Yeah. There's a fire trucks, ambulances, police cars, and a woman screaming at the top of her lungs. Closest window is his. Never once came outside.
Yeah, but listen. I've been.
He wasn't until Jen McCabe come running in his house screaming when the dog was there, and
he still didn't come outside.
He still didn't come outside. The dog wasn't even alerted.
The dog was perfectly fine.
I've had mornings like that, though. I understand that. That's completely plausible.
That is off the charts.
In fairness to them, also they were out drinking all day too, so he was probably hungover.
He's banging through two rolls of bounty and freaking ripping up his basement floor.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. He was like, shit.
That's true.
All right, come on.
What?
You want
my theory?
Yes.
All right. So I've been thinking about how anytime anybody brings up something about Russia, pro-Russia, or not even pro-Russia, just not anti-Russia, you automatically discredit them as being...
Not automatically. A lot of times, though.
As a crackpot.
Like 80%.
Not only that, Bat, she gets very angry.
Very angry. Then I was thinking of
cool as cucumber.
So
purple last time.
Now listen to this too.
That was justified.
Now you think about like the fact that you know more about the Middle East and French rap than anybody that I know.
Euro Cup starting tomorrow.
And yet you supposedly drive around in a delivery truck all day at all hours of the night and day and drive kids around to soccer.
I do. It's very busy.
I think it's all bullshit. And when I think about how you grew up and the fact that your father, who was definitely in the CIA, because he was an airplane mechanic and had a front as being a little, he was infiltrating cults back in the day.
Visited Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
He used to drive to Nicaragua with a van full of supplies.
He supposedly left you at the pyramid when he was probably out doing an assassination. So I think
there's no supposedly. He left me at the pyramid.
Well, no, I know that. I don't know, but I'm saying that he went
2 hours, guy.
I'm saying that he went to the pyramid. I don't think he went to the pyramids. I think
the cabbie was very trustworthy.
Yeah,
very trustworthy.
That wasn't a cabbie. It was another agent. And I think your dad went out and did something. So I think there's a history of CIA activity in your family.
The Giza hit.
It was 2 months after Sadat got assassinated.
That's what I'm saying.
Bringing a 4-year-old kid to a country.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. So I think what your role now is that you're part of the neocons, misinformation thing, and that you're out there trying to rile up people against Russia, and that this is a platform. This is a CIA supported platform where you're going around trying to do pro-Russia stuff anti-Russia stuff all the time.
Okay. You can make.
And then Han's too much.
I might get found guilty of that.
Han's too much of a good poker player to lead on, where you're a little bit, you like the spotlight.
I'm emotional. Oh yeah, I love it.
You're a prima donna, so you have to have.
Love it.
So I think this is all part of your act. Like,
come do the show. Come do the show. Come do the show.
Like you don't. Leave me alone. You don't really know what.
Comes the anger.
You don't know what approximate means. You're like, yeah, you do.
I know. I really don't know what approximately means.
You're always going outside to supposedly, do something else, but we know you're on the phone. Come on. He's definitely an agent. You're a miscommunication specialist for the CIA.
Let's talk about cutting Ukraine funding and watch him pop.
Oh yeah.
No, we're good. They get that $60 billion.
Like I asked you about that.
For now, we're good.
They are doing some damage.
Dismissive of our.
Wait another 3 months.
Listen, things are going so well on the front lines. You can't get me down. You can't.
I'm telling you.
Even you.
HIMARS are working.
No, we've upgraded. Atacams.
Oh, boy.
Street name Attackums. Attackums are doing some damage. It's great what's happening over there. But I'm not pushing off your theory. I would like that. I would do that.
Because you will not acknowledge any chance that it's a little more nuanced that the U.S. needs.
Well, no, that's what I said. 80%, I really do. You could ask Guillermo the same. Every once in a while, he'll send me a message. Yell at him. But there is a lot of there's dummies, and then there's people that are just bought and paid for by Putin. Russia and the KGB have always bribed or honeypotted people, like always, right?
So
now you have Twitter. These people.
So is your agency though?
Our people.
The company.
Say
WB Basic.
I'm like you know what I mean? You could take someone that's a nobody, me, right? And I'm super pro-Russia because I got caught with a dead Russian hooker or whatever, right? You have all these Russian bot farms and trolls everywhere, and then you have natural people that just get sucked into it because they hate America. They want to blame us and the CIA for everything. Leave my employers alone. So you could get 100, 150,000 followers on Twitter just by all the fake Russian accounts. And now all of a sudden, Russian media is talking to you as if you're like some expert and you know what's going on. And you're like, and you grow and you grow and you grow. And again, it's a worldwide thing. There's people that hate America everywhere.
Right, but both sides do it.
I've got 500,000 followers, and I'm just some moron, literally me, as an expert talking to the world, debating people, and you are taking that person's fucking message and sending it to me and going, well, look at this. That's how the world works.
Right, and you're on the other side of it.
No, I'm at the bottom of it.
You're the Ukrainian version.
Yeah, I mean, some of these people are literally one guy, this expert, America, this, blah, blah, blah. I forget his name. I'm going to sound racist if I even try to say it, but he...
O'Hara?
No, it's Asian. There's a wing and a fong. I forget his name. But Ian Chung. Yeah, see? Yeah. This guy, he's got 500,000 followers, and he has all these opinions, and he is an unemployed loser that lives in his parents' basement in Indonesia. And he is an American foreign policy expert.
Batch and I are going to follow you on Twitter, and when you start defending the Hunter Biden reign at Burisma and how intelligent he was talking about energy prices in Ukraine,
not at all.
We're going to know where you're coming from.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't speak at all. I don't have any Instagram or Facebook or any of that shit.
I think all his
Twitter, I just read information. That's
all
it.
his
I don't
deliveries,
say anything.
all his deliveries are scripts to the people that he has out there working for
You
him.
on the Lowell
Paper trail.
Live feed forum. Hang on, you had a couple stints on the Lowell Live feed forum.
Yeah, quick and then out. I'm like, oh my god, I hate
Did he really? I don't remember him being on there.
Oh yeah.
I remember you being on there.
Are you still on there? Or are you still banned?
I haven't. I've been pretty quiet. I'm not banned, as far as I know. Maybe I've been shadow banned, though. That's a good question.
What was his nickname? Ivermectin McGee. I think that was what they called him.
No.
Hang on. How is my track record? My posts on.
Oh, you were absolutely correct.
Thank you.
Spectacular.
Both you guys were.
Thank you.
Spectacular.
I was assaulted by the entire communist wing of the Lowell Live feed forum.
And by the way, that was a front.
The whole communist wing. That's a big wing.
What
Ace's,
anarchists, all of them wanted a piece.
his angle on COVID was to throw people off too about his CIA connections.
By the way,
Listen, the thing's leaked out. Right? Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. I closed the door.
You had
Ninth
it was like a
Circuit.
blue knot of thought.
Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals out in California.
Yes.
The
Very liberal.
vaccine is not a vaccine.
Oh,
So Ferguson v. Massachusetts can't be used.
can't be used for that. They use that's what they were using to back up.
Not only that, but
Oh, really?
But by taking this judgment that they're making, right, you now open the door for, can I sue for vaccine injuries? Can I sue?
Oh, now we're talking. Go ahead.
Because now what you
Those headaches,
claimed
Batch,
what
see?
you claimed was a vaccine being declared not a vaccine.
Yeah.
by
So all those
court.
people
Let
got
me know.
pots and all
Keep me posted.
Yeah, well,
That's big.
Hey, it's step one. You know what I mean?
I'll be
Like,
low on the list. There's all the dead people, then the stroke people, and then... Although, you know what? Yesterday, anniversary, 2 years since I got a numb face.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You're almost back.
No, it's haven't been.
did you see the minister from Japan apologizing
For oral surgery?
for the vaccine?
Like the minister of Japan was your orthopedic guy? Damn.
Okay.
I only go to the best.
almost like the Secretary of State, whatever.
Yeah, foreign minister.
is. Yeah, he basically apologized, saying, "I'm sorry, we should have never told you to take the vaccine.
Oh, yeah, I did
Millions,
Oh,
millions
really?
have died because of this,
Yes.
and we are sorry to you.
That's a real leader right
We
there.
should have never done
But
that."
that's Japan, though. Then he'll, like, take out a sword and, like, ah!
Yeah. They got pride.
If you Google that,
Called, like,
what happens
the
when you
name for
Google
that?
Harry Carey. Oh, here we go. Time to
on
kill
the sword.
myself.
No, there is an actual...
Just a bit.
There is a
45s, we call it jumping on the sword.
Jumping on the sword.
Yeah.
Hirakushu or something like that. Like, ah!
It sounds like Harry Carey.
But you know, if you Google that, what comes up? Reuters fact check says Japan still has not outlawed the COVID vaccine. It's just such bullshit.
You gotta get the CIA servers. We straight to it.
I can't believe how many people I see with the masks though. And I love watching Bean Shooter just
Being sure pretty funny.
drive it up.
you know what?
Did I tell you guys?
I gotta watch that. No.
Oh, yeah.
My algorithm
no, I saw it when I was
YouTube is
on
all
there.
screwed up.
Oh, you were on there?
I always said, in the background, me and Brady were in the background when our friend Nels the cop was on, and all of a sudden my cousins were like, "Hey, we saw you on Bean Shooter." I'm like, "What the hell is Bean Shooter?"
That show's great.
And like, "Oh, I know that guy," And I was
I
just,
gotta watch that. My whole algorithm is all Karen Reed and artificial intelligence. That's all that pops up It's all I watch. And
What?
see
No more Myanmar rebels or French rap?
Myanmar, I think it's the wet seasons. French rap will come back because we could, again, who you got winning the Euro Cup? Say it.
Germany.
Ugh. England. England's doing it this time. I'm telling you, this time's different.
England always finds a way to blow it. So.
I know, but they're going to win this one. And if they don't, they're going to hire Pep. Or Jurgen Klopp.
I think Germany's got a sneaky good team.
Sneaky young team. You watch soccer?
Sneaky young and good.
Yeah, occasionally, but.
Right, can I give you one quick Russia stat?
Sure.
To defend myself. In the Russian-Afghanistan war, it was 8.5 years. They had 15,000 dead, 35,000 wounded. Nice nipple, Han. Look at that thing. Oh my God.
She cutting glass over there.
Family show.
I can't.
Oh my
I
God.
can't. Oh yeah, there it is. Whoa!
Sorry, I got distracted there.
I can't see it.
I thought it was hot in here.
It is very hot in here.
Is there a draft on you, hot?
It's hot as hell.
8.5 years, 15,000 dead, 35, and it was a disaster for
That's a
them
drop in a bucket.
financially and everything. But it helped lead to the collapse of the Soviet Union. Through the month of May, Russia had 1,200 casualties every single day for the entire month. It's nuts, nuts.
Too bad the U.S. won't allow them to make peace.
We are peace through strength. We got the attack.
Against the
Prediction time. Ready? Before the end of July. Do you know what the Kerch Bridge is? The Crimean Bridge.
the one that they the Crimea Road Bridge, the one they
They hit it with a car bomb or something. But
that's right after the U.S. blew up the pipeline, right?
Allegedly. Actually, Ukraine, I think, did that.
Come on, that was us.
What do you mean by us?
Oh, you. That was you guys.
But the Kerch Bridge is super important to Putin. He helped rebuild it. He doesn't do big infrastructure projects. Why do it when you're stealing all the money? But this one's important to him. When they rebuilt it, he was the first one to drive over it. The ATACMS weapons that we're giving Ukraine right now are destroying all the anti-air weapons that Russia has. They're almost defenseless in Crimea. And that bridge is going to go. And once that bridge goes, Russia's in big, big trouble. So just watch that bridge, okay? Kerch Bridge. When that thing goes, things are going to get very crazy in this war. Putin's going to lose his mind. Things will get very violent, and then you might get a peace treaty. But it all starts with the bridge.
Let's just stop now.
No. Why? Why would you? They have the weapons. They have the will to fight. They are annihilating Russians. Like 1,200 casualties a day. America had 7,500 through 20 years of the war on terror.
Well,
That's a week of Russia.
But if you
right
look at,
now.
but if you
In a
look at
week, they lose more than we lost in 20 years.
but from the Russian perspective, I mean, you do not want to have, NATO on your doorstep.
No, you don't. But guess what? Now you've got Sweden. Now you've got Finland's massive border. They never would have joined NATO. Putin's not playing chess. He's a moron. That's it.
I think we just instigated them.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Because your people want to make money.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead. You got 2 minutes.
Well, we want U.S. Open predictions.
Quickly.
And bets for tomorrow.
For Euro Cup or golf?
Well, we'll have to do Euro Cup another time.
All right, yeah, I think tomorrow is like Germany, Scotland or something.
All right, Germany.
Bryson DeChambeau
Yeah?
is going to win the U.S. Open.
Okay, no.
And England's going to win the Euro Cup.
All right, I'm going to bet hard against Bryson tomorrow.
And Belgium, plus 1,600. Good odds right there. I don't hate that.
Actually, no, Bryson's going to be afternoon morning, right?
I don't know.
So he's going to be in the AM split tomorrow. So I'm betting, I don't think Bryson's going to be the winner. I actually like Rory over him. But
that's not a crazy pick.
I think the afternoon wave tomorrow.
Yes.
I think they're going to get croaked pretty good.
Hot, dry?
Oh, hot and dry. So
when I do my lineup tomorrow, I should do all morning guys.
So and then they have how many greens will this guy hit? So most of them are like 9.5, 10.5.
Really?
Just bet unders for the afternoon wave tomorrow. Just smash unders on greens hit.
All right.
Fairways hit too, actually, for that.
Very good. All right, we still got 1 minute. Batch, your final thoughts.
I'm good.
Kelly.
Go Celtics.
Did you get any
January
updates from
18,
Corey Belanja?
Hold on.
Check that phone.
Yeah, no comment.
That's where it's at. All right. Thank you all. See ya. Bye.